It is time now for the PHL Afternoon News for the Sunday afternoon, March 22nd, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, here now, your 12:30 news at 9-0. Top story at 12:30 p.m. here is Senator Ted Cruz is expected to announce his bid for the White House at Liberty University, a large evangelical institution funded by the late Jerry Falwell Sr. In Washington, CIA Director John Brennan said Sunday that despite the outcome of our nuclear talks with Iran, the United States will continue to keep pressure on the country and learn from its past mistakes. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush is all ready to win the Sunshine State as his eyes are on the White House, where his father and brother held office. The Divergent series Insurgent showed French has stayed power, top of the weekend box office with $54 million. The box office success comes 1 year after the first screen adaptation of Veronica Roth's best-selling book series, 2004's Divergent. A family in the city prepared on Sunday in New York City for the heart-wrenching sight of a row of 7 child-sized caskets as funeral arrangements were made for the victims of the deadliest fire in the Big Apple since 2007. Hundreds of healthy militants included launched an offensive on the Yemeni city of Taz on Sunday, overrunning its international airport and taking over the key government buildings, the latest turn in a conflict that appears to be lurching increasingly towards civil war. In Boston, it's yet another welcome sign of spring to start the local maple syrup season as the Massachusetts Maple Producers Association celebrated its annual Maple Weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Rivlin and Niganu as Arabs voted in the Dubs, as everyone needs to be careful too, as Herzog is a height of a right-man lead, but he's going to do so from opposition. In Jerusalem and Paris, top Israeli envoys were sent to confer with French officials on Sunday about preventing what Israel considers an unfavorable nuclear deal with Iran after tensions surfaced between France and the United States. Tunisian President says that for the third man in museum attack. As the video was released by the Tunisian Interior Ministry, shows the gunmen walking past the National Model Museum during an attack that killed 21 people. Dignitaries and descendants paid tribute today to King Richard III, whose remains were discovered more than 500 years after his death in a 15th century battle. 9 British medical students and doctors are feared to have traveled to Syria to work in areas controlled by Islamic State militants. An attack on the TSA officers at New Orleans were stopped by the armed deputy sheriff. Such attacks, as well as increased incidents of passengers bringing firearms at airports, raised questions about whether at least some TSA officers should be armed. Colleges are confronted with related problems of sexual assault and drinking with a mix of solutions aimed at changing as a great culture that encourages responsible behavior. Starbucks said Howard Schultz told the police on Sunday that they will no longer be encouraged to race together and drink cups, but the company's effort to promote discussion of racial issues is far from over. In Washington, Senator Ted Cruz has rendered himself absolutely unfit to be running for office, let alone President Biden insisted that humans are to blame for global warming, as California Governor Jerry Brown said. Battle flag is the center of the Supreme Court free speech case, as the image was provided by the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles shows that the designer of the proposed Sons of Confederate Veterans license plate. Energy companies and those relying heavily on international sales are expected to be the biggest drag in earnings this coming season, as the S&P 500 index is forecast to see its year-over-year quarterly earnings decline in nearly 6 years. In Fargo, North Dakota, the nation's first unmanned aircraft business park is still several weeks away from the start of construction, but backers on the project say many companies are showing interest. Scandal star Kerry Washington was named the 2050 GLAAD Media Awards Vanguard winner on Saturday, an honor given to significant allies in the LGBT community in a ceremony at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. At the Royal Aeronautics Society, the European Space Agency were told that the IC comet takes 12.4 hours to complete one rotation, but they have observed that it is descended by about a second a day, and this rate of change is increasing. Tomorrow be an all day in Paris. The government has triggered a pollution control law which allows it to re-ban half the private cars in the greater Paris area. Watery eyes, sneezes, and sniffles are some of the symptoms which LG suffers and experiences now that spring has come, as a year of the LG season may be shorter than usual or did a longer winter period, but because of the change in weather conditions. Little Goodale Martin, a toddler who was stopped for nearly half an hour while he was submerged in an icy Pacific Creek. His backhoe burned around and played as if nothing happened. The American College of Surgeons supports H.R. 1407 and commends the lawmakers beyond the legislation that the organization believes will offer stability to the Medicare program. Take a look at sports news here. In Omaha, Nebraska, the first thing that must be understood about Kansas and Wichita State is that their game on Sunday about more than the players on the court and the coaches on the sideline here. Tonight, the Boston Bruins be down in Tampa Bay, Florida, taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, game time 5 o'clock, while the Boston Celtics be at the Garden, taking on the Detroit Pistons, game time 6 o'clock at the TD Garden here. And for one period with 10:02 left in the first period, Detroit Red Wings and St. Louis Blues, no score. And take a look at the NCAA tournament scoreboard. Michigan State leading Virginia 17-9 in the men's basketball championship East Regional third round at Charlotte, North Carolina here. Peter Chell News Time is out 12:36 here on this Sunday afternoon, and it is time now for a travel report here, and it shows Route 95 on the northbound side. It is backed up from Route 295 in North Attleboro all the way up to Route 495 in Mansfield here. Southbound side of 495, slow from 128 down through Neponset Street. That's because doing an accident on 9th on Route 1 in the southbound near Route 95. In Sharon, so I expect some delays around that area of Route 1 and 95 here in Sharon here. And we got an accident on 95 on the southbound side around Route 114 Pawtucket, so expect some delays here. And on 146, a traffic incident on Route 146 northbound near Route 16 in Uxbridge, so expect some delays here. But going over to the Cape, Route 28 on the northbound side on the Bourne Bridge. After you get off the Bourne Bridge on the northbound side of Route 28, an accident around Route 6 and 28 to 25 at Buzzards Bay, so expect some delays around that area here. And up in April on 495 on the southbound side, we got an accident here near Route 113 here, so expect some delays around the Lawrence and April stretch of 495. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this Sunday afternoon here. And take a look at the MBTA alerts here. No delays on the commuter rail, and on the subway looking good here, and the ferries are looking fine. But the Hingham Ferry, Hull Ferry, and Charlestown Ferries here. Peter Chell News Time, 12:37. It's time now for a weather report, and it is howling out, and it's kind of like winter out on the second full day of spring, but you got to be patient, and it's only March 22nd, so the temperatures will slowly but surely will get up there. Be patient. Alright, take a look at a 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For this afternoon, most of the sun's skies have about 33 degrees. Westward about 17 miles per gust as high as 33 miles per hour. For that, podcast got a low about 12 degrees. Westward about 79 miles per gust as high as 25 miles per hour. For Monday, sun's skies have about 32 degrees. Westward about 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Monday night, most of the coast got a low about 16 degrees. Northward about 3 to 5 miles per hour. For Tuesday, sun's skies have about 38 degrees. Northwest with about 5 miles per hour coming in the morning here. So that, most of the coast got a low about 23 degrees. Wednesday, most of the skies have about 47 degrees. With that, a chance of rain, Petrobras after 1 a.m. override. Most of the skies got a low about 38 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Thursday, rain likely Petrobras before noon. Otherwise, skies got a low high about 37 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 6%. Thursday, a chance of rain, most of the skies got a low about 36 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Friday, Port skies have about 49 degrees. Friday, most of the skies got a low about 28 degrees. And for Saturday, most of the skies have about 42 degrees. Northern temperature standing at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius, and it is a wind chill of 21 degrees. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Afternoon News on this Sunday afternoon, March 22nd, 2015. Peter, I hope you have a good afternoon, and I'll see you for 4 o'clock news here. Have a good afternoon here.